Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. Before we begin, just a quick note. This video could be something a little different. Instead of usual R approach, I'm actually going to be using a spreadsheet. I'm using LibreOffice, Calc, but you can use Excel. What do you want to use? I'm going to use LibreOffice Calc to analyze the age and sex COVID-19 deaths. This data comes from the US CDC, and I have a link to it. So let's go out and first of all, let's go out and get our data. Okay, let's search for sex. Sex always sells. Here we go. Let's do an export. Let's do a simple CSV file. And let's come over here. Downloads. There's one more thing I want to do before we get started. Let's create a new repo for our Excel work. GitHub. New. Dash. So there's our and since we're not actually using I'm going to put this under our just for convenience. Okay. So now we got a repository. Let's just leave the main database here for this for convenience. First thing we want to do, we want to save as all the. This is the date the report was actually pulled down, and not the actual report dates. Let's take a look at how the date's set up. This is the date as of. So this is the date that this was actually created in. Start week, February 1st. End week, August 8th. So this number here is a total number of cases for people under 1 year of age for that time frame. So between February 1st and August 8th, there were 16 people who died under the age of 1, and so forth. It goes down. Come down here, you can also see sex, male, female, all, male, female, all. Again, same thing. Take a look at my group here. So you can see between February 1st and August 8th, there were males and females combined, aged 65 to 74. There were 31,488 people who died in this age range for all sexes. That's what we have here. So this can be useful. Let's see. What do we got here now? Let's just do this now. Let's save this as spreadsheet. Now let's move this spreadsheet to our here just for convenience. All right. So now let's open back up LibreCalc. Open up. Open up our now. Okay. So the first thing we do, we're going to get rid of all the columns that we don't actually need. Since we know the date range of the report, we're okay. I'm not interested in total deaths. I'm only interested in COVID-19 deaths. Do a save. Come back home. Now we could do something here. A couple very simple U.S. reports. Again, this is all sexes, probably including others. So let's look at the number of. Let's look at a plot of the. Let's look at a plot of the COVID-19 deaths by age group for the entire U.S. Let's do a line plot. Line. Finish. Okay. As you can see here, you can pretty much see it. The exponential growth, the steady decline, regardless of what the of what the cases are doing. So a steady decline as you go. What this is, actually, what it is, you can see clearly here. The older you get, the higher death rates you have a chance. So it would appear that if you're here, 45 to 55, you can see it actually starts to increase at 35 to 45. But then between 45 and 55, it gets even steeper. And it continues to get steep. You come all the way up to here. We had 50,000 deaths at people 85 and older, which is a problem. So can we actually save the chart type? Can we copy it? That's okay. So we can see age is the single biggest determining factor. So now let's take a look for the U.S. First by males. Let's break it down by age group of males. Okay, you can see once again, even among the males, the trend is the same. Although it does appear that deaths trail off a little bit here uh, between 75 and 84 at some point during the. Because if this is like I said, it appears as if for some reason among males, the deaths have trailed off after age 84. Again, almost no, if you're under the age of 35, you're probably not going to have a problem. You know what? If we were to divide each one of these by this number here, we may get our percents. But anyway, let's take a look at females now. Females have continued to climb, steadily, even over age 85. So apparently, how significant is this? How significant is this? That the women seem to have all this over. It seems as if at some point in the last 6 months, women 85 and over who've died from COVID-19 has increased pretty significantly. So here's a question: can we calculate Can we calculate D2? No, that's backward. We want to divide D2 by let's do a percentage on this. So now, if we come down here, this should give us the death rate by percent. Okay, so as we suspected, The the death rate for people over age, you know, it jumps at age 55 to 64 to above 10%. 65 to 74 jumps above 21%. 65 to 75 to 84 above 25%, and 85 and over 31% death rate. For all sexes, okay, so we should be able to almost take this thing here, come down to males. D25. So what we're looking for here is D25 by D14. So once again, let's do a male only. Okay, so what we see here once again is death is probably the single biggest determining factor. At a peak, now interesting enough, the males peak at 75 to 84 at about 27%. And then seem to decline at 85 and over, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so let's do this. Do it for females. This needs to be all ages. D37. So let's just recopy this down to here. Once again, let's do a plot of the percentage by death rate by age percentage. What would happen if I did? Uh, wow. The death rate for women over 85 is at 40%. Drops down to 25, 26, 25% in the 75 to 85 bracket, and down to 17% at the 65 to 74 bracket, and so forth. But as usual, at age 56 and lower, okay, 56 and 50, 64 and under, the death rate drops to down below 10%. So by the time you down as a woman, time you down to 25 to 34, you're under 1% for your death rate. So it's pretty consistent. I mean, it's pretty consistent that we, as far as this, so far as COVID-19 deaths, the deaths and the death rates increase, male and female both, uh, over the by age, and even by sex. Okay, let's do this now. Let's come back up here. Let's create a auto filter. Let's come down search items. OHIO. Let's take a look at Ohio's numbers here. So let's take a look at death by males in Ohio. Pretty much follow the national average. A huge spike by age. That's not by age. Once again, males. You can see that's the steep increase in deaths over the age of between 45 and 54. Crimes, 450 deaths. Huh. Someone was saying that some schools are like half and half. You went to school 2 days a week and you got home 2 days a week, or they split it. Split between home and the school here. Okay, let's take a look at females. A steady decline, steady increase with women. Clearly, once again, but they're still the same. 45 to 55, it begins to increase noticeably. So let's try one more thing. Let's try R dividing. I can't remember what we did. Divided by the divided by. Let's just take a look at our males again. As a percent by what the ages amount to by percent. Okay, again, you can see it begins to increase maybe 2% here. Then it goes up to 3%, 4%. Jumps at 55 to 64, jumps up to about 12%, and up to 25%. Peaks at 75 to 84 at around 28.4%. Then it drops down for 85 and over to 27%. Okay. Now let's take a look at women, also called females by some people. Once again, females. Well, the death rate appears to be higher among women. As high as 45%, 85 and over, 75 to 84, 30%, and it continues down. So I think the general conclusion would be that it does appear to be affecting women more than men. Let's see if we can stack male and female. That didn't work so well. I'm sure so we can do a stacked bar chart. Let's just do first by. You know what? I think I'll call this a done deal for this time. But as always, you know, there are many ways to get to the same answer, and the key is the only thing that matters is not how you get there, whether it's Excel or R or Python, but that you do get there when you have to get there. Okay. Uh, Again, you know, not a bad data science effort. Pretty much confirms everything else. You know, the breakdown of by sex and by ages. We see that in both cases, male females, age goes up, deaths go up, and the death rate percentage also goes up. You know, and females seem to be have a higher death rate and more deaths than men do, which is interesting. Of course, this was for the state of Ohio. The results pretty much mirrored the entire country. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me today for this little diversionary tactic. Look a little bit at spreadsheet data analysis. Thanks so much again, and don't forget to click on that red subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Have a nice day.